gentlemen, my name is Dia Morgan and I just released a song called Under Over, and at this very moment in time, I am feeling inspired to tell you the story of my new song's birth. That was a weird way to intro a video, but I'm here for it. So I guess we should start with the drive over to my writing session. It was a Tuesday, I think, because I always wrote with my two friends, Max and Mishka, pre-quarantine on Tuesdays. It could have not been a Tuesday, but I really feel like it probably was a Tuesday. Words coming out of my mouth. In the past, we've written some songs that I really love that I've been pitching, and cough, cough, major labels, sign them to your artist because they're really good. And while I'm driving there, I have this weird moment where this camp cheer gets thrown into my brain from the 10 years of summer camp that I went to. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, the song. So this camp cheer popped into my brain. Why this moment, I don't know. And just so you know what the camp cheer is, it's called Knit One, Purl Two. And the best was when we got to sing it when a girl at camp had because it was an all girls camp, side note, when a girl at camp had a crush on a maintenance boy, but we would do it for like if there's a social or something and they met somebody, whatever it was, we love to harass our cabin mates about their crushes. Let's think of one. I had a huge crush on one of the maintenance boys. His name was Kyle. So style rhymes with Kyle. Kyle, if you're watching this, by the way, you're welcome. I know you've always dreamt of being in one of my videos. So Kyle, style, and then like something that has to do with style. So like fashion. So that's our rhyme. And so basically people would run around the cafeteria and they would either tell their cabin and they would do it as a cabin together, or they tell 5 cabins or the whole cafeteria area, and they'd whisper in each other's ear and they'd be like, fashion, style, Dia Morgan, Kyle. They get up on the tables and everyone's standing on the benches and they go, Knit One, Purl Two, Dia Morgan, this one's for you. Where there is fashion, you'll find style. Where there is Dia, you'll find Kyle. And then the girl who had a crush on somebody would be super embarrassed, and it was great. It was a wonderful time back at summer camp. By the way, this whole story is very much has to do with the song, I promise. So I walk into the writing session where I'm like, by the way, do you want to hear my bad decision of the week? This weekend I decided to go out and get over the shitty ex that we wrote all those songs about. And you know what they say, the best way to get over someone is get under someone new. So you never know what's oversharing when you're in a writing session because it's professional, but it's your friends. You're supposed to go deep into your reality. It's a weird balance. So we get into the room and I start like spilling my secrets, you know, because that's the best way a song comes out. I can't believe I'm admitting this, that it's true, whatever. And well, that's what I said to them. I literally said to them, and now I'm admitting it on the camera and I'm doing the exact same thing. But I have a Catfish account to stalk him because obviously we blocked each other on our main accounts. And then Max looks at me and she goes, girl, don't worry, I have a Catfish account too. And Mishka goes, I'm not judging you. We all do crazy shit when there's crazy people involved. And we know that that man made you crazier than you are normally. And there's so many problems in this story. So it's like, but you promise you won't tell anybody? And they're like, we promise. All of a sudden, Mishka picks up his bass and he starts doing like the bass line that is the song. And like he's grooving with it and we're grooving with it. I don't know who said this, but I feel like I said, don't tell anyone I have a Catfish account, so I feel like I wouldn't offer up that lyric, but at the same time, I do that shit all the time, so maybe it was. I have no idea. When something happens, it just gets birthed, and I know that it was a conglomerate of all 3 of us decided to start the song by saying, my Catfish account. I can't with myself. My Catfish account says you've got a new one. Then we like started going with that story of like, I'm stalking my ex on a Catfish account and I need to do whatever it takes to get over him because I know how crazy that is. I know how unnecessary that is. To be fair, just so everybody knows, once I admitted to people that I have a Catfish account, I knew what I had to do was delete it because what, am I gonna just keep it after that? I do not have a Catfish account anymore. And we get, you know, my Catfish account says you've got a new one. I shouldn't know this. Oh shit, I better log off. Because it's not a good feeling to like know that your ex has a new girlfriend and it's information that you shouldn't know because you shouldn't have that account to be stalking him with. And then Max started doing this melody in the pre and she's like, thoughts of you rattling round in my brain. And I was like, Max, are you aware that you're a melody genius? Cause she is. And like, that was the same way that we looked at Mishka when he started doing that bass line. They're such geniuses and I'm so blessed to work with these people. I can't even explain it to you. Whatever, that's besides the point. The fact that I still think about you is insane is directly related to the fact that I broke up with that person. He didn't break up with me. I broke up with him in November and it was February. It was ridiculous that I was still thinking about him. him. And I was like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to feel the same. Like, you have a new girlfriend, I'm gonna have a new boy in my life and get obsessed with that person because they deserve my obsession, not you. I'm gonna play the game. I'm going out, you know, I'm getting loose. And then we have the chorus line of I'll tie the knot. Okay, oh, back to the rewind. I'm sorry, rewind. This is super important. So the chorus line, the first line originally was knit one, purl two, I'll tie the knot on this balloon. See, I told you I would tie it back to that camp story. So we ended up using knit one, purl two, and then we decided, A, we shouldn't steal knit one, purl two because it's unnecessary. B, we can only have one line that really isn't 100% sensical, and that should be the I'll tie the knot on this balloon because it has a lot more reasoning for making sense. So we changed it, I'm going out, I'm getting loose, which actually makes so much more sense and it bridges the chorus and the verse so much better. So I'm so glad that we changed it. Like, it doesn't have the same melody. It's like faster, it feels better, and I'm really happy that we changed it. And then the I'll tie the knot on this balloon. In case you're wondering, that line wasn't supposed to make sense. I don't think, it just like came out of my body and then we liked the way it felt. And then we started coming up with ideas of what that meant. Like balloons are made out of latex. So after you go out, you can use your imagination on what's made out of latex. Okay, guys? Thank you very much. I'm so uncomfortable right now. If you're like tying a knot on a balloon, I guess it's like you knot it up and then you like let the balloon go. So like we were letting go of something. That was like another thing. And like balloons are filled because the helium like lets it go. What happened next? Oh, so then we're writing the second verse. And as always, me and Max kind of look at each other and we're like, okay, so where are we at in the story? So we just went out, we just hooked up with someone new. I'm blind, so like I have to wear contacts, and if I'm wearing contacts, then I'm not gonna like, I didn't bring contacts with me, so like my contacts dried out, you know? I slept in my contacts. My favorite part of this all is that the line, don't tell my mama, she wouldn't be too proud. The first time I mentioned my mom in a song, it specifically says she wouldn't be proud of me, and she literally loves this song, so she's very proud of me. Ironic, I know. And then the chorus again, and then we were kind of sitting there when the bridge came up and we were like, okay, so now what do we want to say? And then I just kind of made a joke and I go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, sometimes you gotta be a hoe. Ladies and gentlemen, be careful who you make jokes with, because sometimes they stick. It was just a conglomerate of 3 people fucking around until we found melodies that we were excited about, until we found lyrics that we were excited about. And I decided I was gonna do a photo shoot with Maxine because everyone in my life is duplicates. Obviously, we have to have a Max as a co-writer and a Maxine as a photographer. And I decided I wanted the theme of the photo shoot to be I'm walking with no shame, which is in the pre of the second verse, which is honestly one of my favorite lines because it's like, ladies and gentlemen, we need to take our power. It is our power, it is our lives, and I'm sorry, but there is no shame in doing whatever makes you the happiest version of you. There should be no fucking shame in it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. And then one of the coolest parts is that I'm a big fan of Kanye West. I know, we're not gonna get into that, that's for another day. But Mishka goes, I know who's gonna mix the song. My friend Jerome Potter, we went to high school together, and he worked on Father Stretch My Hands. I'm like, hands down, that's my man. I heard some of his mixes, he's amazing. We had a phone conversation. He was the coolest human being, and I was like, I wanna be your friend, you're amazing. And then we got to work together on this song, and he really, like, we were here, which by the way is going to the ground. I'm 5'7", so like it's tall. We were here. We did a lot of work to make it awesome, and he just took it up that whole nother notch, which I don't know how tall that is, but it's a lot taller. But like he really made it solid as fuck. It was so good. I don't think I've like given enough thanks to this man. Anyone, all of the people on this video, Max, Mishka, Maxine, Jerome, and then Johannes is next. But we'll get there. You guys are all amazing. Johannes was the one who mastered it. When I got it back, I was like, oh my God, this is like one of my favorite songs, and it's done now, and I get to put it out in the world and give people joy out of it. So that's the story of Over Under. If you like it, please do me a favor. I am an independent artist, which means everything that I do comes out of my own bank account. It comes out of my own heart and my own passion. And so every share, every playlist ad, every time you send it to a friend or put it on Facebook, whatever it is that makes you happy, That means the world to me. All those things, they like actually help me as an independent artist. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who's subscribed and all that. And if you haven't, follow me, subscribe, follow me on Spotify, listen to it, send it to a friend, and I love you. Add it to your playlist. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the support, and I hope you enjoyed the story of Under Over. And I cannot wait to tell you the story of who the ex was and why I needed to get over him and why I broke up with him, because that's my next song. Stay tuned. I love you. Mwah. Bye.